Alright, welcome back to another episode of Beer, Bacon, and Bros. Here we are tonight doing something special for our beer review. I know normally we do two, but tonight we've got a little four-pack series from Wicked Weed. This is their barrel-aged Guilty Pleasures. So these are, I think they're stouts, right? These stouts are just, I think they're stouts. At 12.2%, they're pretty heavy.
Holy shit, that one's 12.2, 12.2,
11.6.
Imperial Stout.
Stouts, yeah.
Yeah, they're Imperial Stouts.
Yeah, so
Imperial Stout, yeah.
So we got four different ones here. We're just gonna go down the line. We've got a s'mores, an espresso cheesecake, a German chocolate cake, and a milk and cookies. So we're gonna just taste them, see what we think, and just see how we feel after drinking some 12.2s.
All right.
12%. Yeah,
I'm gonna pitch an idea out.
Yeah.
Do we just want to do one in each glass and risk the COVID
I'm fine with it.
instead of like
I'm fine.
4 and 4 and then constantly just have to fill up a glass and glass and glass?
Yeah, I'm fine.
And then just keep your can by your glass, so you know. But I think it looks like
It's motor oil.
that's motor oil stouts.
All of them are motor oil.
So I've got the s'mores.
Which I'm kind of excited because I feel like these Imperial Stouts you usually can transfer
I can
all
smell
this
it.
flavor.
Yeah.
They're easier to put all the flavor into stouts
I
than
can
it's like
smell
other beers, you know?
This is, we're going to be getting turned on a Tuesday with this.
Milk and cookies.
Couple,
I got the German chocolate cake.
couple 12
No, I-
and 11.6.
Nothing. About to get canceled on YouTube over there. Cancel culture. Yeah.
Alright, so I guess we'll start down here on my end with the s'mores.
Alright.
Yeah, so this is...
Hold on, one more thing. Alright, guesses on which one's going to be your favorite.
I think it's gonna be the milk and cookies. I want the milk and cookies to be my favorite.
Milk and cookies.
I want it to be s'mores.
Actually, I'm gonna back away from milk and cookies because we all know I don't
Do
like
that
the milk
lactose.
toast. The
lactose.
lactose in the
Yeah.
beers don't really translate well for me.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go. It's gonna be the s'mores or the espresso cheesecake.
Alright.
I'm
Big
with-
coffee fan.
I'm with Alex. No. German chocolate cake I think is going to be too sweet. So I'm with Alex. I'm going to do the s'mores or probably the espresso cheesecake. I think the espresso cheesecake might be the lightest out of them all.
Okay.
I think it's going to have
Yeah,
more,
that one's
more
gonna be the
coffee.
less punch.
Yeah, I think it's going to have more coffee, less sweetness, just because that coffee's going to overtake it.
Alright,
So we'll start down here with the s'mores. Ooh, that smells alcoholic.
They are.
That smells alcoholic.
That smells alcoholic.
But they are
I bet you
real
can chug
good.
that faster than you can chug the Sprite we just did.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Oh, I would not want to chug a stout. That face didn't seem to.
Oh, it
please
does,
me.
it does smell alcoholic.
I don't know. You said it was.
I feel like because these barrel aged them in were probably
Barrel
previously
aged,
used.
yeah.
They were probably previously used. That's why it's such a high alcohol content.
Okay.
So 11.6. They're all 11.6.
So what you?
Oh no, they're not.
These are 12.2s.
Okay, 12.2s and 11.6 is down here.
What I don't know if you found it too. So
This is the s'mores,
let,
right?
let it
Yes.
like drink it and then kind of let the taste just kind of sit there for a second. It's gonna be alcohol up front, but then at least for me it kind of mellows out and you kind of get the taste of what it says it is.
I got a graham cracker.
I get the graham
I
cracker.
didn't get chocolate or I didn't get marshmallow that much.
I don't get
Like,
the marshmallow, but I
got graham cracker.
I do too.
It says golden raisins, cinnamon, and vanilla on the milk and cookies.
Yeah, what is on the each one of your cans it tells you right there what it's brewed with in that colored lettering.
So this one is chocolate, vanilla, and cinnamon.
Oh, so no graham, no marshmallow.
That's interesting because I got graham cracker.
I get like a roasted graham cracker. Almost. Yeah.
That's the cinnamon that you're probably getting
Mhm.
because the graham cracker has the cinnamon on it. So
Yeah.
that's what I feel like we're getting out of that.
I'm getting like a burnt s'mores out of that.
Yeah.
I
Probably the burnt
definitely
barrel.
get like the graham cracker. I'm not really getting the chocolate or the. I mean, there's a little bit of chocolate, but there's not a lot. But I'm not getting the marshmallow.
Yeah, I would love a little bit more sweetness.
I think so. Like I said, we preface this video like I'm already kind of getting my hopes diminished here on the flavor just packing a punch. Because I think the barrel aged and the heavy alcohol content is going to dampen a lot of that flavor.
Yeah.
Because stouts are usually one of those where you can pack in all these flavors that they've mentioned here,
Yeah.
and it'd be really powerful.
But you have to take it away from the barrel.
Yeah.
You can't put it in the barrel.
I
You can't
think
put it in a whiskey barrel to age it.
No.
that's the problem here. I really do. I think the fact that it is barrel aged you're getting that little bit of a bourbon burn.
If you get one of those like nice little bursts you just kind of hold in that comes up,
I mean,
you can get the bourbon burn on that.
Yeah.
Again.
So
I mean, it definitely.
Sorry for being disgusting to everybody.
No, but it definitely has that alcoholic like feel when you first drink it.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
after it sits for a second and you breathe through your through your nose and your mouth, you kind of get that.
you got
Snort it.
Yes, sort of. But you kind of get some of the flavors, but
Yeah.
it's not hitting on every flavor that you would expect for
You get-
s'mores.
Go ahead. I get kind of like the dark chocolatey and the fact that it is a stout.
Right.
I kind of get that version of chocolate.
I'm getting a lot more of the chocolate now.
And I'm getting the like you said, like a burnt graham cracker,
yeah.
but then bourbon.
I think that
Those are the three flavors I'm getting
right, and I feel like a lot of that is coming, like Alex said, directly from it being
in the barrel. Yeah.
So
So maybe, yeah, I don't know. I think this could be a really good set if they would maybe try it again
Without
outside of
barrel.
barrel.
yeah.
I just read one of the ingredients on that. I think that one's going to be the more prominent flavor.
Okay. Anybody want to put any scores behind the s'mores here?
If I'm scoring, this is bad because like
I know it's
for a high, ABV stout,
I mean,
I really enjoy that beer.
it's a high gravity.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not as alcoholic as I thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
But I mean, it definitely has a little bit of that alcohol burn, but it's not like
If you
over
just-
the top.
If you labeled this as a bourbon barrel aged, we're just saying bourbon. We don't even know what it really was aged, but we're just gonna. I'm assuming it was a bourbon instead of
yeah.
a wine or something like that.
Yeah.
It was tequila.
Yeah.
I wish.
This beer would have like a 25% alcohol content. It's been sold in the mini can. But
on the liquor side.
if that beer was just labeled as barrel aged stout, this would be like in the 8s, high 8s.
Yeah. But knowing
that it's supposed to have the s'mores, and we always take negative for not hitting the flavors. I'm gonna come in at 7.9, and it's just below the 8, but it's still a high score because I do like the way it actually tastes.
Okay.
Yeah, I kind of agree with Alex there. I do like the taste of it after the initial first sip when you kind of get the flavors. So I think I'm going to be around a 7.4 on that.
Okay. 7.4.
And my score had nothing to do with the Hurricanes, just scoring again. So.
Yeah, no, it's fine.
Hurricanes up 4-0 on the board.
I'm going to be pretty far off from both of you.
I figured you were.
I'm coming in at a 6.1.
6-1.
And it is the barrel burn. It is the lack of any type of marshmallow flavor for me. I agree with you. I think if you let it sit there for a second, you get a little bit of dark chocolate along with the roasted graham cracker. But I would love for this to be a 9.5 alcohol with a lot more of the flavor.
Yeah.
If it was like, if they just didn't, I think if they had just not barrel aged it,
Yeah.
but then put the s'mores
Or
flavor
even
that they tried
barrel
to.
aged it for less time than what it was in there for.
True.
Yeah, whatever they did. They did like 3 months, take it down like a month and a half.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How about you down there?
I wasn't quite as low as you, but I'm still lower than both of them. I'm going like 7.1.
Sure.
Okay.
So kind of like you're saying, like it's the first. It is the barrel burn. That is your prominent flavor, unfortunately.
But yeah.
Which is sometimes the problem when you do barrel age certain beers.
I would
So
agree. Yeah. And it could be another thing too. A lot with stouts, especially the high gravity stouts, you definitely want to let them sit for a second so it kind of breathes and gets.
Yeah.
The warmer it gets, the easier it is to drink for a lot of these higher gravity beers. So, I mean, it might be one of those things where if we left this sitting out from the start, and it wasn't like fresh cold out of the fridge, it might have adjusted the flavor profile a little bit more.
It probably.
I still think you'd have had the burn like you're saying.
Oh yeah.
But I think it might have been easier to stomach or handle if it was a little warmer.
Yeah.
Just my opinion.
I think I agree 100%. Like as being like a big Guinness fan, like you are, Keith, the warmer those beers get with the stouts, you get more of the natural flavors that are incorporated into your. But on the other hand, with these being barrel aged and having some sort of we're assuming there's bourbon in it. Bourbon warmer is worse than bourbon cold.
No, that is true.
So it's one of those things where that may have intensified the
Very
liquor
true.
burn,
Very true.
the
Very
alcohol burn. But I don't know. I mean, it's a good point. It's always one of those things with stouts though. gotta try it.
The warmer they
Closer-
get, the better they. Typically, the better they become, the warmer they get.
Yeah.
So.
All right.
But we're not talking about like
Cheesecake,
making
right?
it where it's 90 degrees.
Right. So yeah, this one is the espresso cheesecake. It says this one is brewed with coffee flavor and vanilla flavor.
All right. So let's see it.
Probably going to be coffee and vanilla and no cheesecake.
Well, I think the vanilla is supposed to be the cheesecake.
It is, but that's weird. They're kind of reaching on these names.
Ooh.
Then they're kind of reaching on the labels. I feel
This
like,
smells better. I'll say that.
except this one. This one, the ingredients match the name.
This one does not match
So,
at all.
okay.
That one, I'll let everybody get a little sip, but I don't feel
Espresso
like for you and I don't feel that the burn was as bad on that.
Mm-mm.
And this is another 12 tour. Out of the two so far, I prefer this one over that one.
100%. 100%. That one.
Okay, I went through like a roller coaster on this one. Letting it sit and the aftertaste and all that.
Yeah. And it's again, this is really kind of milk chocolatey to me here more than it is anything espresso cheesecake, but you can definitely
I get the coffee.
you can definitely get the coffee
So,
out
yeah,
of this, though.
So with that there, I think the roller coaster I went through is I'll let Adam get through his first sip before
Definitely not
I really explain it.
No, definitely not.
So you kind of like gonna let it sit and kind of like slowly breathe through your mouth. But the roller coaster I went through when I first took the sip, less alcohol burn. You were right on that. Less alcohol
Yeah.
burn. At first, then I could get the vanilla and the stout, like the vanilla stout, and then as like it, I'd already like drank it, took my sip, and like letting it kind of like the air circulate through my mouth.
Yeah.
I got the roasted bitterness of like a dried espresso bean.
Espresso
Yeah.
Yeah. Like you can eat like the chocolate covered espresso beans, but the
Right,
espresso
beat it
bean
first and then
gives you that like bitterness. I feel
Yeah.
like I've got that bitter roastiness from the espresso bean.
Yeah.
See, I got the hint, like a hint of vanilla there.
Yeah.
I got more of, like, 100% agree, less alcohol burn
Yeah.
on this one. But I got, like, throughout that whole sitting there, breathing, a lot of espresso, a lot of good
Yeah.
coffee flavor to it.
It's got a great
Excellent.
coffee flavor.
Excellent.
Yeah.
It's
Love
got a
it.
great
I
coffee
think it
flavor.
does.
And then the subtleness of the vanilla.
The
To
sweetness,
just-
the
To
sweetness
just mellow it out just a little bit.
Which that might why we not have much alcohol burn.
Which is,
right,
I'm
because
fine
of
with,
the
because
sweetness and the
again, though, I'll rather have that espresso kind of take charge as a flavor profile.
Instead of the cheesecake.
Well, especially if
especially-
you're calling it an espresso cheesecake, I want the espresso to be
The
The predominant. Yeah.
Right.
So,
And I think espresso could pair really well with a stout.
I
which
agree.
is what they're
I
doing.
agree.
so this actually was, I agree,
a lot better.
a lot better than the s'mores one.
Yeah.
But I think that was, the
I'm glad.
the
I'm
subtleness, the subtleness of the vanilla paired with the strong complements that is espresso, because espresso in itself is a strong flavor profile.
Yeah.
And then to pair it with
You don't need it all.
the vanilla, I thought was perfect. Whereas the vanilla was just, like I said, is a sweet undertone to it.
I
I think
think
it's there and like just slightly hanging out.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a great bounce back. So I'm gonna go 7-7 on that one. I think that was a great bounce back on that beer.
This one's gonna be in the 8s for me.
Okay.
I'm gonna go 8-3 for it.
Okay.
I would definitely make a point to drink that again or try to look for it.
Yeah.
I'm really big fan of the espresso notes in there. I could get
It-
vanilla. It was
Vanilla's
hitting
on the
all those
front,
notes.
yeah.
It was hitting all those
It,
notes.
it at least hides the 12-12 a lot better, or 12.2 a lot better than that.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like if you're drinking to drink, that 12.2 is gonna pack a punch.
Hell yeah.
8 flat for me.
Yeah, I was at 8.5 on that as well.
But yeah, I thought that was
I like
that one's
one.
definitely a lot better so far than the s'mores.
Great bounce back.
So-
This one here, I think it's gonna be pretty good. I'm gonna introduce this one to y'all.
Yeah.
Okay. So this one is the German chocolate cake. So it is brewed with chocolate and coconut, and that's it.
Oh.
Which I feel like these flavor
Well, if it's coconut, I'm gonna love it.
we all know
coconut.
from Swamp Cabbage they had a really great coconut stout. Or
It
was
was
it a
a
porter?
porter,
Was it
yeah.
a porter? Yeah.
Yep.
So
Brown and-
coconut does great on these dark beers like
Very,
this.
very good.
And so does chocolate.
Yep.
So this one has potential to,
Be really well.
starting off kind of middle of the pack, bounce back, and maybe even elevate
At the
from
highest
there.
point.
And this one is 11-6, right?
Yes.
This
is
one's
one of the
11.6.
lower ones. Yeah, the last two are the 11.6s.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the two high highs were at the very front.
This one doesn't even smell like the first one yet. So
This one's got potential, I feel like.
Yeah.
See, this is the one that kind of scared me though, because sometimes when you get like that German chocolate cake, or those like sweets, sometimes it gets me a little scary when you're thinking of it as a beer.
You're gonna enjoy this one, Chris.
Bring on the coconut, baby.
Not a coconut fan, but I've got to respect it.
If it's coconut, I'm gonna love it. So.
I've got to respect it. You got to respect that one.
That is almond joy in your
That is
mouth.
a dark chocolate almond joy.
Yep.
That's a dark chocolate almond
really
joy.
good smell.
Oh.
That is German chocolate cake. That is dark chocolate German chocolate cake.
Yeah. Again, no alcohol bone.
No alcohol burn. I think it's even less than the espresso one. Maybe about the same.
Yeah, I'd
but
say it's about. To me, it's about the same.
to me, I think that just the coconut hits more for me because I'm not a big fan of coconut, so it's probably one of those flavors I don't like.
I could
So it
drink
hits
2
me.
of those and go to sleep. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not. Yeah, I'm not. A huge,
Not voluntarily go to sleep. His body would just shut down on the high alcohol cup.
not a fan of coconut, or even like the German chocolate cake as a dessert by itself. I'm not a fan of.
Yeah.
Again, though, mainly because it is the coconut, but for what it is as the beer, I think it's excellent. They did it very
so
well.
I'm not a German chocolate cake person.
I kind of knew something was wrong with Adam. I forgot he doesn't like coconut like I do because he only took one sip out of that beer. And I was like, okay, he got his flavor profile and he just kind of moved on.
But I'm gonna say, like I said, I don't want, because again, I'm just not a coconut fan.
I'm not either. I avoid coconut. Like
Exactly.
I completely
almond
ignore
joy,
my way.
anything with coconut in it, count me out. Or at least shredded coconut. Like shredded coconut, I can't do.
Yeah.
Don't know why. Just haven't never have enjoyed the taste of it. Texture, just can't do it.
So it's not that we're saying this coconut's bad. It's just we are almost kind of like if we got trapped in a room with shredded coconut, we would cry. Kind of thing. Like,
I'm gonna fight it till
Yeah.
No,
someone explained to me because I've never had German chocolate cake. I'm not a chocolate person. Like I don't eat chocolate on the side. Like I can take it in varieties of beer. But is that what like a German chocolate cake is supposed to taste like?
So, well, Alex would probably be the better one since he's the baker. But to me, I get more almond joy out of that than I do German chocolate cake.
Yeah.
The German chocolate cake is sweet, but it's not over the top sweet when you think of like a chocolate cake.
Does it involve coconut at all?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Because it's got, but it's like a
In the icing.
like a caramel.
It's in the icing. It's,
Yeah.
You're gonna have like it's more like a chocolate kind of like ganache instead of like a chocolate icing kind of thing. But
Okay.
With
this is
coconut
also a
in
lot
it.
more bitter in the sense of it being a stout than
Right.
you're gonna have in your cake.
So the first sip I took of that, I was like, I don't get what y'all are getting. Like I didn't care for it. But the second sip that I took, I was getting more of the actual flavor of it.
So I think it is flavor profile very good. Not personally my favorite beer because it just doesn't fit me. But
Yeah.
what they said it was and what they're going for as a beer, they did excellent with this one too.
Yeah, what they're going for, I definitely agree with. I don't.
So for me, 7-9, just because I prefer that one more than I like this one, but they are both equally as good. With
I'm gonna go 7-9 as well. Because like he said, I prefer the other one. It's just I have to really respect what the game on that one. You know, you kind of don't hate the player, hate the game kind of thing. I hate coconut, but I gotta respect that beer for what it is.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go 7 on it as well. I like the espresso more. I like the coconut flavor.
We know you're a coconut fan, so you can be
I just
respectful.
laughed because all of y'all went 7-9. All three of you went the same.
Because like
I
it's a
couldn't
courtesy.
I
It's a
couldn't do it higher than the
courtesy.
espresso because I like the espresso more than I like that one.
Yeah.
That's fair.
So I can't give it a higher
But I don't want to
grade.
knock it for it to be, oh, it's bad, because it's not.
I can't.
No,
You
no,
can't
no,
knock
no.
it for our own personal discretions.
No,
It's
no,
coconut.
no, did the right
it-
thing. I'm
it-
just laughing that all three of you said that.
Well, because I can't give it higher than the espresso. So,
Yeah.
but I mean, it's still a good.
So
very good beer.
how far in the 8s is this one for you?
8-9. I'm a whole point ahead of y'all. Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's amazing to go from this, which I mean, I would never drink again, even if it was probably offered to me. To I will pursue this again. Like,
Yeah.
if this is on tap, this is probably the first thing I'm getting. Like, to have something that has this in depth of coconut, I love when it comes to beers. Like the Death by Coconut that Keith and I both love. Fantastic beer, really quality. I mean, this is shredded coconut in this. Like this is not like whole, farmer grown coconut.
Yeah.
But I mean, in general, just the amount of flavor, and that's kind of one of the reasons I asked you guys, what does German chocolate cake taste like? Because I want to see the accuracy towards what they're going for, and all of y'all, I felt like said this is pretty accurate. So
Yeah.
I think it deserves an 8.9 in my opinion.
So,
All right, let's get into this bad boy.
This
This is the one I was
the milk
looking
and
for.
cookies, and we
So,
talked
yeah.
about the s'mores, kind of like the ingredients didn't match the label. Apparently, this one's even more off.
this one's milk and cookies, 11.6, brewed with golden raisins, cinnamon, vanilla, and natural flavors.
Natural flavors. They put,
Alright,
golden,
so-
they put cookies
so-
under this bitch.
So what they did is they put cookies that I wouldn't consider in here.
Yeah.
Because so this is legit milk and cookies, but it's going to be probably off the wall cookies. It's not an Oreo. Like when I read milk and cookies, I think Oreo.
I think Oreo
Like,
too.
yeah.
No, like cookies and cream. Yeah.
Exactly,
Yeah.
cookies and cream. But instead, this is like milk with almond raisin cookies.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
The friggin'
Oatmeal, cinnamon, oatmeal raisin.
yeah.
Hey,
Oatmeal
don't be
cream
knocking
pie
some
over
oatmeal
there.
raisin cookies, man.
and
They're my favorite.
oatmeal cream pie over there.
Hey, now childhood baby.
So,
Oatmeal cream pie, yeah.
No, I was a fudge round guy. You can tell.
So I love you, man.
No.
Also, is this a year for you on the show now? Is May a year for you?
I came down here in June, so we're almost at a year.
almost to a year for you. Oh, I got it. By the way, we'll talk about it off air. I thought of what we're gonna do for our 3-year anniversary in August. It's gonna be fun.
We're gonna do some beer Olympics.
No. We're gonna have a special. We're gonna have a special throwback to the show. I also got a challenge I have to show you. We're gonna attempt a challenge in the next couple weeks.
okay, glad I wasn't the only one with that.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Y'all don't look like you hate it though. Is the interesting thing.
Try it.
Oh wow.
Adam doesn't know what he thinks about it. He's like, ugh.
I don't know.
Oh holy shit.
He lit up there.
Smell it first before you.
I need to get a sniff of that. I didn't do that.
You didn't smell it?
I'm not sure.
It smells like it tastes. I definitely don't hate it. I'm gonna go ahead and say
Yeah, I don't. Yeah,
I definitely don't hate it.
it's not milk and cookies unless you're thinking
Christmas.
gingerbread.
Yes, that is-
Gingerbread,
exactly. That is
Yeah.
Christmas.
I felt
a
like the way I would
gingerbread
describe
cookie.
it's the milk after pieces of cookie have fallen off into it and sat around for a while.
Yeah,
The flavors
sure,
are
sure,
diluted
that's
with the milk.
Yeah.
It's like you drown the gingerbread man.
Yeah,
That's
that's
what it
kind
is.
It
of
is.
what I'm getting.
Do you know the Muffin Man?
The Muffin Man.
What I'm drinking?
Not my gumdrop buns.
Yeah, Stash is gonna do this, and y'all are gonna make Cinetopical for that. Like y'all are just gonna be cut in one of his Cinetopical videos going forward.
I'm not getting.
It's
milk and-
interesting. It's not
I'm
as
getting
strong as I would want, but I do get a subtle aftertaste of like a milk that is got the flavor of cookies in the milk.
Yeah, I'm definitely getting more, but it's like
I'm definitely getting the cinnamon. It did say cinnamon, right?
yes.
Yes,
it's,
I'm
it's like
definitely
a
getting.
Christmas cookie. I'm getting
Yeah,
like gingerbread.
It really
as
feels like
the
a
cookie.
gingerbread man who just got like drowned in a cup of milk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or it's like all gingerbread man, like you filled his milk up.
It's
like waist.
really
Yeah.
it's really just like you just kind of dip the gingerbread man in there.
Yeah.
Like that's kind of the vibe of the amount of milk you're getting off of that.
Oh yeah, there's not a lot of milk. It's more gingerbread than anything.
That's so interesting because I've gone on like one of these with that beer because I thought initially milk and cookies. Okay, this is gonna be Oreo. Like this is gonna be a really strong Oreo and I'm gonna love it. To okay, this is not Oreo. This is basically raisin. Well, shit, I'm not gonna like this. To I've tried this and holy crap, I don't hate this and I'm not sure whether I love this or I just kind of like
I don't know if I. Yeah, so
I don't love it,
I
but
said-
I don't love it. Yeah,
It's
it's kind of like a weird, like I said, a weird roller coaster.
It's a weird one.
Like,
It's
it's unique.
I can't put a pin on it.
It's an interesting flavor
I wouldn't say milk and cookies. I'd say like gingerbread man or
gingerbread is that flavor.
I definitely would call it milk and cookies because I'm not getting like a sweetness like you would expect
Because
like a
when
chocolate chip cookie and milk.
I'm thinking milk and cookies, I'm thinking like
Like
chocolate
chocolate
chip cookie and milk,
or
like
Oreos and milk.
something along that flavor. But that's what we've also have all grown up when we say milk
That's
and cookies.
what
That's
we
what
think.
we think.
Right.
But when you think of Christmas and you say milk and cookies, I'm leaving out.
I'm thinking
sugar cookies, gingerbread cookies, and milk. Like that is what you're leaving out, and that's I think what they're going with.
What they're trying to go for?
Yes.
Because I would imagine this style or these 4 beers are probably going to be a winter Christmas
seasonal package.
Yeah.
So I could definitely see where they would be going with that.
Yeah.
Because it's coming out at Christmas time.
But
so
the fact that
warm
I'm drinking this
in May.
3 weeks before you're sitting
Summer.
on a boat, essentially. This is.
Yeah, it was 92
7-2?
2 days ago.
No.
What?
7.5.
7.5?
7.5. Because I don't hate it. I don't love it. But
you're not going to knock it.
But I think it is hitting on what it's trying to say it is.
Yeah.
Just not to the milk and cookies that we were thinking.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna put this with 7.9, but have to drop the s'mores to a 7.8. So that way the s'mores is just below this.
Okay.
Like Adam just said, I'm not gonna repeat all of it, but it's that the weird inability to like just put an actual thumb on what the flavor is, what it's doing, and what kind of reaction I'm getting out of it. I can't really put it into words. But it is good though.
It's unique flavor right there.
Yeah,
Can't really get a radar lock on it and figure out what it is.
Yeah, I'm going 8-1 for me. I would love to have this beer again Christmas time. Like, I think it's a pretty solid beer Christmas
Like a
time.
mountain weekend with a campfire.
Sitting around a fire.
Yeah. Like, and I give it credit because that's my fault for assuming milk and cookies is going to be Oreo. And when we read the can, what they say they're going for. I do think you should rebrand it to Gingerbread Man or something like that.
Right.
But that was kind of delightful. Just enough to where like I'm not in love with it. Like it's not hitting with me the way the coconut would be.
Yeah.
But that was good.
I'm definitely pleasantly surprised by that. I was not expecting it to be what it was. And I definitely like that more so than the s'mores. So with that being said, I'm going to have to go 7-7 on that.
Okay.
Like Adam and Alex have both said, I don't love it. I don't hate it. I would drink it again. I just can't pinpoint like an actual flavor outside of the gingerbread. Like you said, when I'm thinking of milk and cookies, I'm thinking more like we already discussed, chocolate chip,
Or
and milk, or Oreo and milk. But I mean, it's still.
Or if you did like an
it's
oatmeal raisin cookie and threw cinnamon in somewhere in there. Like that's,
yeah. I mean, it's a solid beer. I mean, it's definitely not bad. I mean, I would definitely drink that again. I'm just not in love with it, but I don't hate it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
I think that's the consensus on this. So.
All right, so
So definitely number 1 is probably going to be the German chocolate cake. I think that was the one that got the most rave reviews.
Espresso had 3 8s in it, so
so we'll do like 1A and 1B.
yeah.
And then we'll do
Third,
second, and
bottom feeder.
Bottom feeder, yeah.
So, all right, well. Let us know in the comments what you think about the beers or if you've tried them before. And as always, we appreciate you guys subscribing to the channel. It's free to you, helps us grow the family, and we'll see you next time.